Check 1 2, check 1 2. Hey, what's up, everybody? Getting ready to go live stream. Gonna cover this Guild Wars. Hopefully, introduce you to some new types of different information, possibly. In the meanwhile, I am currently brewing coffee, and I am looking for Isaac's theme music, and I want to open it not with the other one, but with that one. And as for that, cool, good enough. Enjoy the tunes. I'll be right back. So this isn't going to happen right now. I'm going to end this stream, and I got a visitor coming. And we got a couple of team members just finishing dungeon laps. So Dr. Addie Jones, if you catch this, we'll be right back. Peace. Might as well just leave this flying. I'll put Isaac music back on. You can mute it. And when my guest has departed, I'll return to the streaming. Where'd the dang music go? No, that's going to open it in the wrong one. Cool, I see a concurrent viewer. I'm guessing that's Eddie. Check 1, 2. Okay, sorry about that. Had a guest I had to get. Well, I couldn't get rid of him. Shoes. Best laid plans of mice and men, I tell you. Where were we on? We had something waiting for us. I could have sworn. Who's out there? Do I see anybody? Anybody out there listening? I see viewers. I see likes. I'm not the most proficient podcaster, as you can tell, but seems to be the easiest way of communicating in a single direction, or actually in both directions, because I can speak and viewers, guildmates can type. And as far as my experience goes, I see it. This is the screen that I see on my other window, and I'm gonna put a little marky mark there so later I can say this is when we started. So hey, sorry I was late, but I had an unexpected guest I had to contend with. But we're looking at Guild Wars, and I'm hoping that Dr. Addy Jones shows up. He was our most sought after podcast live stream guildmate guest. As ooh, cool, that thing I was looking for, I found it. He's the one that we were there every so often, and I'd say like 1 in 50 players that myself or our guildmates interact with. I'd say maybe 1 out of, what did I say? Whatever number I said, 1 out of 30, we might get enough of a intellect that we can share this information. But more importantly, 1 out of 10 players, let's say this way, 20 out of 30 players ask really dumb questions or post requests that just scream, I'm a new player, and have almost no social skills whatsoever. Make me a general, give me emeralds. It's beyond ridiculous. But on the flip side of that, 1 out of every 30, if that was the number I said, might find an intelligent person who understands putting a little bit of extra effort in things like researching the game, understanding the mathematics, understanding the formulas, understanding why what levels work, etc. That's all well and good because they can comprehend it. The third one and the one that we're looking for now are just grunts. They don't think, they don't function, they just learn, and they do what other people tell them to do. And as that develops, they start seeing what's happening. It's hard to explain why we tell you how to level, what we suggest when it comes to Titans, if you're unaware or unfamiliar with the process of Guild Wars, as well as the mathematics and the formulas of the dungeon. Now, if Dr. Addy was here, I'd say, come with me to the dungeon and help me understand this, because I got 2 teams here, right? If I go to upgrade the Titans, and this is just 2 logins with the different ones in a private window. But as you can see, their levels are kind of close, right? There's a 40 and a 40. He's 35, he's 27, and 25. But still, they're close. That's level 201. That's level 151. Now, this first tiny one is going to be a heroes. And here you can see level 38 on those heroes. And I forgot what this one was. I'm going to retreat and start over. Level 38, but not all blue. My point being is those heroes are extremely weak comparatively. Oh, happy birthday, Klaus Meyer. It's Klaus Meyer's birthday. I bet you he didn't know he'd have a birthday greeting on live stream. But my point is the formula, I've yet to get this. I haven't found it on fandom or any place on the internet. It's a very advanced computer programmer level intelligence. But my point is this. Those are 27 and 28. This is 22 and 23. Now, if this is stagnant, meaning the deeper you go, for example, if level 200 is always going to be 27, 28, two of these 1-star, random color, random whatever. But whatever the parameters of that formula tells us what we would face. Now, Facebook is basically identical. And when the COVID started last year, I created enough teams to make my own guild. And in making my own guild, I was able to control everything, but more so, I was able to see all of the different methods. For example, some of those teams have, no kidding, level 65 to level 80 Titans. Very strong, never did one single dungeon ever. Compare that to another team that was started exactly the same time and only did the easy, whatever levels were prevailingly simple. Basic, standard process. Same was the campaign. I don't know what happened. Did our live stream end? No, I still see playbacks. Oh, maybe that wasn't on mute. Do we have levels? We do have levels. It doesn't look like they're very good levels. That's probably a whole lot better. Sorry, I don't do headphones. I just talk and you type. And since nobody's typed yet, I don't see anybody here. I mean, I see 9 people that are here, or 5 people, I guess. But 9 playbacks and no comments. So keep trying, guys. I'm sure you'll figure out. It's so mathematically complicated. Log in, subscribe, hit the ding button. If the Guildmaster ever goes live, it's probably a decent idea to go check it out, because he might have something fairly intelligent to say. Or he might just be stoned and fucking off again like usual. And getting stoned and fucking off is probably the most intelligent advice I could give anybody, because it's the only advice I take on a daily basis. Now, in doing those sample runs with the Facebook guild, I learned that if you keep your Titans, if you notice here, my tank is 20 points or 20 levels above my support. Now, I do this not because of just some randomness. However, I've yet to find the science or the mathematics behind it. Oh, bye. That was quick. I've yet to find the math behind it. All I can tell you is the results that I've seen. And if I started my dungeon levels with a brand new team and I leveled everything evenly, my enemies were all even. However, if I made my tanks really strong and I totally ignored the marksman and or support, with the exception of the stars when they got their soul stones, I would evolve them, but I would keep them at like level 10 or level 1 even. My point being is somewhere in these dungeon levels, the formula changes. These are not static. They take a look at what you have, and it's basically designed to allow you to do 20 or 30 at best before running out of power, because they control the defense. However, when I had a really super strong tank and a bunch of twerps behind him, when I got the windows or the dungeon battles that give me an option, I would normally have one option at the tank's level. The other option was at the support player's level, meaning that I might be looking at a difference of a couple thousand or maybe even 10,000 power points, depending on what level it is. Here, this other team, almost identical, working to get the Super Titan to the tank level at 40. At that point, this line can attack basically any line with 40 and above, because remember, he's got a big Super Titan elemental totem that goes along with that. Speaking of which, where's Dr. Addy? Have you showed up yet? Let's see. I wish their guild chat was better. It's so horrible. I gotta go up here. Okay, Dr. Addy's there. Is Dr. Eddie at the YouTube? Calling Dr. Eddie. Calling Dr. Eddie to the live stream, please. Are you available to do this? If not, no biggie. It'd be nice to have some music. The stupid fucking copyright bots. So we have 126 subscribers. We have 5 watching now. And I'm assuming that's me and 4 of my friends from the Denver Boulder area. Probably Randy, because he doesn't have a keyboard that works still. Oh, there's Addie. Hi, Addie. Cool, you're here. How was your climbing trip? And from my awareness, we have a delay. There's going to be a lag between me speaking and you hearing, but don't rush. We'll find the proper timing of our communication lag. Me talking and you typing. But yeah, so people that tune in later, it was cool. What was cool? Oh, you're climbing. Cool. I'm glad you didn't fall. I always think of climbing as I'm going to go out and try not to fall. But so you want to go over this process of Guild Wars? Yeah. Maybe if the phone didn't suck so much balls. Okay, cool. Addie says yep. So what we're about to do, I'm going to do this thing over here. I'm going to show you. Oops. I'm going to mark this. So later I can come back and edit that as per that stream marker. And I will be able to modify this Guild Wars thing. So first things first. Guild Wars. Tegrity Farms and No Time for Love, Dr. Jones are proud supporters of Hero Wars Assistant. And today, it's Monday. We can scout for free. And Directorate, I hope is there's No Time for Love. There's the Directorate. So yes, we want to scout that. And Dr. Addy, we are always open for suggestions. Most of us are stage hands. We're not formulamatic. We're not really good with these spreadsheets and stuff, though I like the way they help keep it organized. So I'm going to zoink this out because I don't know how to make it better other than I can go to this and go to 50. And then I can see more of it, but that's too hard to read. So here's my first thing. I want this to open up, and I want it to be these colors like this so I can see who's what. You see what I mean? Hero Wars Assistant guy, Galahad, does this over here, but I want these backgrounds on all of these so I can just look, and I don't have to draw a line. Maybe it's because I'm ADD. Maybe it's because, well, my ideas are smart and they should be incorporated soon. But this wastes time. My effort in this entire game is to save as much time as possible because the faster you can utilize your time, the better you're going to compete with the others. Reality, this game is about resource management, and the number one resource for every player is what, Dr. Addy? What does Dr. Addy not have enough of? What does nobody have enough of? Time. I don't have time. I'd love to do that, but I don't have the time. Last time I looked, every clock had 24 hours on it, so we all have the same amount of time. That is not a legitimate excuse, although I get it. Now, back to how I would like this spreadsheet different. You can notice down here on the bottom, it took me weeks to even find this, but you can see that our defense power, notice that, oh look, here we can see, and I haven't figured this out yet either, and I asked Hero Wars assistant guy about this. If you notice, because we did the Guild Wars scouting report in the end of the day with only a few hours left still, I hope, an hour left. We're going to have a rush up on our hands once we get this done. But this will be quick and easy. My point is that these numbers here, I want to be able to see them on this page so I can just go doop, 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 doop. I need both of these tabs in one screen. And I like the way I'm aware that each one of these boxes is some sort of formula that references a number that is representative of this player. This player is representative of a number. I'm aware of what's going on behind this thing. I just don't know how to make it do what I want it to do. Okay. Next phase, we got to get Ivan gone, and his power is 116. We need greens, and we need green totem elementals, and I think Fat Ass just finished his dungeon and got leveled up. And I need to get to my page. Here we go. So Kenny, Eric, and Stan all have super elementals. So we're going to control X, we're going to control V, and we're going to send Kenny to that one. We're going to go control X, and we're going to go, and this is another problem. I'm going to put him there for right now. By Xing, that pulls him out. Now, here's another important point. Normally, in a regular Guild Wars situation, this is first week in qualifying league, and all we got to do is get more points than everybody else. Really, really simple. Not a lot of mental effort. We're looking at this one monster and then a whole bunch of twerps, fortunately with holes in them, which we will be able to capture instantly. As soon as we capture those instantly, the points shift. We win the Guild War, but that doesn't really matter. What matters is over a 5-day period, you want to sweep every battle so you get the maximum amount of points. In qualifying league, your points are also there's something to do with your average team level in your overall guild, champs and non-champs, that makes a modifier to that number with the intent that the higher levels will get more points, therefore rank higher. Once you get on the top of qualifying league, weekend promotional battle on Saturday, then you get into bronze league. Bronze, silver, gold, always the same schedule, always the same routine. That's a bronze schedule. That's a silver schedule, gold schedule. There's another gold schedule that shouldn't be up there. Oh, that's an adventure. So somehow my silver and my gold. Oh, there's silver. So those are the three schedules. One of our guilds is now 14. Today they're battling number 7. Tomorrow battle number 1. 2 total losses. I pay very little attention to them because that's one of the guilds that just doesn't like the idea of a general bossing them around and telling them where they should be attacking. Now, few of them give the time to check out these live streams to get a deeper perspective of what our generals are going through and what we're doing. Now, this is just one of many tools that we can utilize, but the point of it is, in a normal situation, you always want to double Titan attack with your weakest heroes. In this case, pretty much everybody down here, right? So what's going to happen is we're going to open the bridge with these guys. This 8 and the 9, that is something that Addy could probably do with his eyes closed. He is our most powerful heroes, so we're going to keep his attacks on hold for their enemy hero guy, which is 147, and he is defense. Where are you at? $31. Yeah, maybe not. Oh, it looks like somebody attacked him twice. Oh, that was attacking Randy. Where's Addy? 95 versus... You see why I need it on the same page? 150. Okay, we'll scratch that. We're gonna, and his big guy is in the Citadel, so that means we'll get all of the fronts if we so choose. But the difference with Titans and Heroes is with Titans, you cannot mob a Titan line that's more than 10 or 15 levels above you. You just can't. You won't scratch them. You can send 30 attacks at the one tank. If they don't have close to at level of front tank Titans, it's wasted energy. But those same exact heroes can mob a line of heroes and in 5, 6, 10 attacks whittle them down. Now looking right here, Ivan, what a clever name. He's got Merlin as his pet. He's got Aurora, Magic, Attack Tank, Krista and Lars, Celeste, and Sebastian. So what we want here is the line or the team that has Anvari. We want Cornholio. We want King Mao would be pretty good. She beats Aurora's ass until Aurora gets really strong. But that's just that situation. Now, getting back into what we were trying to accomplish here, we've made a first assessment of the situation, correct? So somebody, where are we going? Guild Wars, hour left. I'm not going to do anything for 4 more minutes because when I look back on the log and when other guild masters look at the logs for these fights, I'm sending them a message that we have our shit beyond together. And any guild master that knows what's up will look at the Guild Wars. If you look at a log and you see that every 30 to 40 minutes you see 2 attacks, or even worse, an odd number, 3 attacks, if there are somebody there that's attacking and then leaving, and then that player is not paying any attention, they have no direction, no one's there guiding the ship or driving the bus. It's just 2 attack generals. They show up, they attack, they leave. What happened to the next day? Big deal. Those types of players are never going to get far in the game. Without winning in Guild Wars, your Titans will suffer. Chapter 15, you have to have strong Titans to beat one of those chapters. If you're trying to beat the game, that's the process. If you're trying to win in Guild Wars, that's the process. So, back to it. We're aware that Ivan is going to get attacked by green guys. And the green guys we got are Kenny and Stan and Fat Ass, I think, Eric. So I'm going to assign Fat Ass to that. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to assign, Addie's watching, so he knows not to do anything until I say go, right? You know that. Are you there, Addie? I need to see something on the YouTube that, like another yep, that you're there. Or a 10-4 or a copy that or whatever else conveys that I have communicated a message to you, you have received that message, and you are replying confirmation of message received. I'm not going to give you this assignment. Okay, and you know I'm going to assign you this, and then I'm going to later tell you to take that assignment. Do you comprehend that? And I'm doing this for the new players so they understand the process. You're really smart, and this might come across as if I'm like under speaking to you, and I'm not trying to include other viewers that might be watching or looking on this later. My point is, we earlier have confirmed that our attack time will be high noon UTC at my time and 7 p.m. Addie's time, because he's on the other side of the world, and I'm not going to tell anybody where you're from because that's your business. I'll keep it private. Not that it matters, but I'm just like that. I try to be considerate. So anyway, I'm assigning you these 2 attackers. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to look and see who we got. We got Randy. We got Kyle. Kyle and Randy, neither of them have a super Titan. Both of them are at adequate levels, but more importantly, see how much bigger the tanks are? 31 and 35 over a 10 support and 20 see how his stuff is? It's all even. So him at this power at level 20, he's got level 30. He's going to stomp him, I bet. Let's see. 8, and then here's the 9,000. Again, Randy. Now, the reason we're doing Randy, let's look over here on our attack side. Randy is here, and he's only at the level 8 of the top. He's the middle strongest hero. He's not the weakest. He's not the strongest, but he's right in the middle. So he's the perfect one. We're going to go X. Oh, wait, that's green. We want red. Sorry, my bad. We're doing, well, Timmy doesn't have a super titan anyway. Let's just do him and watch the green versus green, because no one will have an edge per se. X, V, copy, V. Also, Addy, you're probably smart and understand these spreadsheet formulas. I'm not sure why I have to do it the way that I do it, but I do it that way because it seems to be the way it works. Although I'm aware it's not, because these numbers here have some kind of formula to do, maybe with the attacks that it takes. And I almost wish that Hero Wars assistant guy was here, or maybe his friend that made this. I don't know. So once I put those there, I need to over here mark that Randy is not available for those missions anymore because he's on a double attack. And if I were to modify this again, these need to be all so they're the same color. It's like it was a great idea here, and I hate saying this because it's like I'm dissing the guy who did this, and I don't mean to diss him. I'm just like, couldn't you done like 10% extra effort and made it right? Because this, if it was, where's my color thing? Is it just, oh, here it is. And it's a red one. But that is so much easier for me to see than otherwise. And it's, when I have to do this, then I get distracted. And I'm not, I mean, how much have I talked about this nonsense and I'm not even taking attacks? That's why if you don't show up early, you're late. The Guildmaster says we're going to attack at 12 o'clock. If you're not there at 11:45, Guildmaster and generals think you're just full of shit. And that's not on Addy. That's on anybody. And today was Monday. I completely forgot that I had Zoom meetings, and then I had a surprise guest, unexpected guest, which was a great guest, but nonetheless took away from this priority. But we were early, so we're not late. You get it? If we'd have said attack at eBay and all of that stuff that happened, I wouldn't have been able to orchestrate all of this. And it's later in the day. All the other guilds are likely done playing 2 attack generals. So where was I? Opening these gates and then assigning the rest of that stuff, right? So we have a big blue, a big red. We want a big blue, and we're keeping I think we're still keeping. I thought we were keeping Addy for his hero attacks, but then we realized his heroes maybe weren't as strong as the other guys. We're still gonna hold on to the. Oh, hi, Mohammed. This is for Facebook and web. We're actually a web guild in this current season. We're adults and we have computers. We don't need to play on our phone. But some of the information might help if you want to stick around. I can't be distracted. Welcome. Give us a like and a subscribe. Join one of our guilds and you'll get in on the deep now. The deep 411. Long story short, red attacks green, green attacks blue, blue attacks red. Be really nice because I'm retarded and I have disabilities. If I had that on here always somewhere. But nonetheless, this 1-8, we want our big blue, and our big blue is Tally. So Tally, we're putting you there. And we're going to copy that, and we're going to go over here. We're going to paste it. And that tells me, in the same way that some of them, like Tally, why did he do that? That's cool. Maybe I did that right. I should have put him one up. You see what happened? It like automatically put him there. Well, it's so cool. I need to learn how to work this. I know that it's doing stuff that I want it to do, but I just don't know how to make it do it when I want it to do it. So anyway, Tally's going to go there. And then our other big blue, besides, we're looking at a 9 on the fire. And reminder, spring is last of the, this is the last of interest. I'm going to do that because the spring is not connected to the citadel. And we only need one of three. We do the gates, or here you notice he got red on the gates at level 1, level 35. Oh, well, that's easy. Well, I don't know, just walk in and knock that down. So we want to find our weakest heroes. Let's do Jimmy Jones. Let's X him. Oop, not there. Let's put him on the gates. And I X'd, so I should, and now I don't, again, I'm not sure why I do it this way, but it seems the way I'm supposed to do it. I put him in the wrong box again, but it's kind of doing what I want it to do. Point is that once I assign them there, it's telling me that they still have one attack. I'm guessing if I assign them twice, one of those might disappear. Let's try it. But I don't want to put Jimmy Jones on a 9. Those are all red. Those are all blue. As you can see, Dr. Addy, oh, well, Muhammad, if you take me saying you play mobile makes you an idiot, it's not a diss. It's just logic intelligence. You're playing a less than game. I'm not going to bother with you, dude. Go bother somebody else with your I'm a whiny bullshitter. The first problem is you're a noob. You asked the question Facebook or mobile. If you'd have paid any attention, mobile doesn't have the levels that this has. Mobile doesn't have the pets. Me being bothered with you showing up just to be a random dickbag, I'm sorry, later, goodbye. By the way, don't join our guilds. You wouldn't last long. Is that a good enough diss for you, or should I just tell you to go fuck yourself and your mother? Back to what I was saying. Somebody fucking admin that bag out of here, please. And yeah, if you play mobile and you're not smart enough to realize you can play Facebook and web through the browser and you're not limited other than the fact that you have a really tiny computer. And, you know, people have really tiny lots of things and they're always trying to compensate. So go take your fucking mobile bullshit somewhere else. Thank you. Back to what I was trying to accomplish before I allowed douchebag who says he's 32 but acts like he's 12. How do I do this? Remove. Nope, that didn't do it. No, I don't want his tracks. I don't want his anything. I want him the fuck gone. Yeah, report him. I don't know. I don't care. I just don't want to ever deal with this shitbag again. I ain't got no time for this nonsense. Somebody comes up and starts throwing negative aspects on me while I'm trying to help others, and he's basically being the dick, distracting me from what I was doing. Hide this user. I don't ever want to see that bag again. Good. Okay, back to it. Joy. Okay, Addy, no offense, I'm going on manual mode, and follow along, please. I don't have time to be dealing with those folks or any of that other stuff. I gotta find out where the hell Fat Ass is. He says he's just finishing his last dungeon room. I don't think he's finishing it. I think he's stuck. So get to the Guild Wars, Fat Ass. That's not Fat Ass, is it? Dang it. Is this Fat Ass? Fat Ass, okay. be stupid. Where are we at? 51 minutes. We're good. Nothing to do there. Nothing to do there. Nothing to do there. Something to possibly do there. Not much, but something. Let's see if we can get him to 25. And I've not confirmed. I've asked lots of people whether the green matters, 25 to 26. In a lot of situations, like with hero skin stones, the magic number is level 21, where you get over double benefits. What was I looking at him for? Oh, it was something to do with his artifacts, maybe. Yeah. One boost, but it's something. Leveled up, going in for the attack. Not likely to get it in 1, possibly won't get it in 2, but get it in 3 or 4 will be good. Might not even get that from the look of it. Now he's going to be primed. He's got lots of stars. That's about a $1,000 line right there. That's how much it costs to buy that bullshit. And it's so frustrating, but players do it. There was a guy, he spent $3,000 and he was just below this. Notice all of the stars, that's how many hit points that they have. The levels, basically his insistence is that no one will ever get by him, so he leaves these other things here. And I'm pretty sure we need Randall, and Randall's computer's broke. So, Randy, I'm going to do your stuff for you, all right? I think. Now, the overall goal is the most amount of points. Therefore, the attacks like this are essential, as we've brought up Hero Wars Assistant. At this point, it's difficult with me streaming and doing multiple teams at once. I have an okay computer, but it's not great. But if I look at the war log, and I can look at server 54, and I can see that this is some other something. Why isn't this showing me what I want it to see? Maybe because I have to go to the log. But here you can see it's only a level 36 water totem. So he spent a lot of money on this team, but he has no idea what he's doing. Somebody told him what to do, and he just did it. If someone's... Why would you not get a silver level totem and the cost in emeralds would have been less than one of these stars, I bet? Because all he did was he spent a whole bunch of emeralds on... He spent real world money on emeralds on a 4-buy or 3-buy sale last weekend. He bought all of those chests. He summoned as many things as he could. He got his water spirit, and then he just quit, saying, oh, that's good enough. Now, his main damage is Araji. Unfortunately, Hero Wars Calculator people do not have... here we go. That's part of our username. Hero Wars Calculator does not function with Titans. And if the Hero Wars Assistant guy could get those people on their game... normally, when you attack heroes, as you see, you get this little calculator. You can look directly at that team. So what the tactic works, Addy, if you're still with us, is we call it tap. Meaning you will go, I will send a twerp line, a very low-level team, to go attack that line with nothing of any interest. The only purpose is once you attack them, you get this information, right? So then I look at the artifacts. I see all of their artifacts are even. None of the fronts. These should always be 3. Why you before you get these past 1? Normally I do this. I go 1, 1, 1, 3, 2, 2, and then I decide which ones, because each one is going to be different. Sometimes you want to do the top one. It all depends on the hero and the artifact buff that enables you to help their team. Still, nothing of real true interest. We look at Astaroth. We can see he's got 21 and a skin to 20. So Astaroth is his main tank. That means we want to take Astaroth out. The perfect attack is simply an at-level team that has Celeste. Celeste will, as long as her first artifact is 3 stars, she gets 100% activation. She's going to be able to make it so he does not have the ability to this is, I don't know if this is me or not, but her glyphs are very poor. Intelligence is poor. Gift of Elements isn't bad. Artifacts struggling. If this is me, I'm embarrassed because that shouldn't be me. Oh, that wasn't me. Good for me. I'm glad that wasn't me because that was an embarrassing display of levelings or whatever. So anyway, back to Guild Wars. Randy's going to go get these other 2, we hope. And then we're going to subjugate what our attack is going to be to get that big monster out of there. The other tactic, similar to tapping, is called depriming. Because this team has got damage to it, you can tell that by the points here. The first 2 attacks got 342 out of 1,380 points, okay? We're going to get the capture bonus for this, which is generally double whatever the value of that fortification points are. Randy, I'm pretty sure we were sending. Are you Randy? I don't know that you're Randy. I gotta find out. You're Randy. Okay, cool. So Randy's going to go straight into and attacking those. And if you notice, if you're paying attention, there's a reason why I leave those empty boxes empty. That's so I can pay. I deal with a lot of different types of players, and I got to be able to very quickly weed out the dumbasses that can't fucking listen. Number 1, and I'm going to be as stern, as in mean, and as distful as possible. If your dumbasses can't acknowledge that some players done that, I ain't saying I'm the smartest. I'm saying I'm smarter than you because I've been doing this for a year and a half. And so some of my friends, some of them not as long, but essentially all of us lost our jobs due to COVID, and this is what we do with our spare time. I completely spaced on attacking this guy, but it looks like he's not really much of an issue. I'm just going to go ahead and skip that nonsense, call it a victory. Did somebody do that, or did I do both of those? I better have done both of those. Okay, good. So, now we have 4 attacks gone. Right? We have 26 attacks remaining. We have 1 big monster on the bridge that we have to get rid of. And to get rid of him, the only way we're going to do that is with Titans that are level 46 or above. Okay? So to confirm who we send in, we'll go over here. 45. Not doing it. And tallies the water. He's going. We want green on him. Where are you at, Addy? Pretty good, but I have no idea why you have a level 25 support totem and not Nova. If you're there, Addy, you should fix this. Unless you think you know something, you could know something I don't know, and that's fine. But your tank should be level 50, and one of those super titans shouldn't even be bothered with anymore until you get that tank to 50. And you need to lose that water guy, and you need to put Nova in there. I understand you need 3 for your tanks or for your totem, but water support guy is normally the one that's never played in the end game. The only support guy worth his weight is the red one, Ignis, because he speeds up your team. The green one, kinda, but not so much. The blue one, pretty much worthless in the end game. Oh, I know I'm well. Understand, Addy. I invited you here because I know you're an adult and your ninja style and your martial arts awareness. You comprehend the awareness that you work well as a sparring partner for me because I can pick on you and you don't take it personal. But more so, new players can learn that if you don't want to be a noob, don't take it personal when a general or guild master suggests a change. I'm not the most delicate of personalities. I get that. I'm like Mr. Wolf on Pulp Fiction. So pretty please with sugar on top. Clean the fucking car. Anyway, back to getting this guy. We need to find who's got the biggest greens. So Kyle, but does Kyle have the tank? Kyle does not have a tank. Oh, I was talking about depriming. Depriming is like tapping. When you tap a hero or a titan line, you attack it with nothing, so the generals can then look at that line in Guild Wars or in Hero Wars Assistant. It works mostly for heroes. It can work for titans because I can get some information from this. I can see the attack result is a win. Randy won both of these, right? But on this one where he lost, if I look for similar matches, these are other defender lines. And so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, okay, this one won. So this guy versus this guy, same line, different levels, power 7, power 32. Wow, that's a pretty big loss. He was 32,000 power versus 76,000. So he won. So I want a line that's got something like that in it. Does that make sense? And he has a first level totem at 47. This is the first level totem at 52. If I wanted to watch the replay, click that. Go watch the replay. I'm not going to waste the time because time is of the essence right now. Main importance is that we comprehend the communication and we understand what's going on and why we do things the way we do things. Next order of business is to figure out if we can mob this guy, and if so, with who. My records show Stan has an elemental green and Eric, who has already attacked. So let's give Stan that one. And Stan is at Randy's place, which means he cannot communicate. But I'm sure he will see that post haste. Not looking promising for Stan. He's only at level 40 for his tank. Now, if this was a Friday, Addy or anyone else paying attention, Fridays are always the day where we battle. Every guild battles the teams closest to their rank. Friday is the hard day. Because half or more of us are on a -4 or later UTC, we get to start the event, get all of the benefits and upgrades for that, and then we have the ability to utilize those boosts to affect our attackers. It does not affect our defenders, only our attackers. But his arts are okay. Let's see. He's got the gold. Let's boost that for him. Now, the other important aspect a lot of people miss when it comes to Titans, when it comes to the artifacts for your Titans, This is extremely important. That one is, he doesn't have that yet. Come on, escape. When it comes to your artifacts, the top 2 artifacts are only representative of their damage or defense against fire, in this case, opponents, meaning 1 out of 3. All 3, this affects how they function overall, and it only takes gold to level it up. So when you're on a Friday and you need a gate opened, I want all of the guilds to understand, their guildmates to understand how and why, what's leveled and what's which way. This team is a little behind the 8 ball when it comes to artifacts. We can definitely see that, but I think most of these guys just got their elemental totems less than a week ago, maybe. So the next phase will be hitting this daily with the totem. Once these are beat, they'll be able to raid most of those. Again, got to get that tank leveled up. He's got some stuff. Where you at? Hold on. I got to get, what's this fuck happening here? And in goes Stan. He's not going to leave. He's going to do it just like that. Maybe I could have put Ignis in there. He's only level 13, but to certain aspects of the Titans, it's like heroes. Not every modification matters. Battle is over, 0 points. So let's throw Ignis in there, see if he speeds things up. That was essentially completely useless and wasteful. 2 attacks were wasted. We confirmed what I had just said, and we got to get this dude gone. Kyle's got green, and he's 30s, and that's who we want. So where's Kyle at? Calling Dr. Kyle. And if you're confused, don't be. Out of all of the stage hands, I'm the only one not allowed to return to work because of disability and physical damage. So when those guys returned back to work, actually before I got all their logins, so they can play when they want, but I still kind of run the show when they're not around. It's kind of nice when you're 100% sure that all of your guildmates will do exactly as you say. Then there's no excuses. And like Sun Tzu says, if you know your enemy and you know yourself, you'll never have fear in 100 battles or 1,000 battles. If you're sure you'll win or you're sure you'll lose, there's no fear. In this, there's still no fear. Come on, Baghdad. We're almost there, and we haven't even bothered with the front cleanup. There's 32 minutes left, and more than likely that schmuck bag, whoever showed up to attack, you can see didn't get by the bridge for whatever reason. Log more defense. Oh yeah, 116 versus 35, 116 versus 35. That was the biggest waste. Obviously, that guy has zero awareness how this game is played. But he's got plenty of money to. Maybe his dad bought him that Titan line, so all of his friends didn't die. We lost some viewers. I'm guessing Addie's still around. Maybe some of our guys have faded out. Still no points. I'm going to do this because it's what we do. And it's stupid that it's so hard to get to. There should be a button right on the main screen so I can do this. But the last attack was Kyle on that guy. His Araji is basically primed and charged. So I'm going to teach y'all how to deprime, hopefully how to deprime that guy. Give me a twerp. Who's a good twerp? Let's do Jimbo. Now basically what we're doing is, if my machine ever catches up, basically what we're doing is we're attacking with intent to lose, but strong enough, fuck that's slow, but strong enough to make them fire their charged artifact or weapon first attack. So when the next strong team attacks, they won't be instantly blasted by their Araji. Should have done this 2 attacks ago, but I'm having a hard time keeping track of all these different guys' stuff because, well, they're busy and I had already committed to doing this, so I'm doing what I can. Normally when these are all different players, these all happen simultaneously. That Google spreadsheet is a live spreadsheet. So I'm going to attack with level 10s, and I'm going to watch to see that that thing is deprimed. And once he's deprimed, once he's blown his charge, I'm going to take it off auto and die. If I last that long. There he goes. Take it off auto. Now he doesn't have a charge, and we'll send in a strong guy to hopefully take that dumbass out. And that means we want a big blue team. Hey, Addy, are you around, Brother Bear? If you're around, this is the time when we say you're going to be going to hit that blue guy, hopefully killing his dumbass. And this is called an audible. I am changing the plan because we want that one big bad guy the fuck dead. All we care about right now is that that red guy dies. Once that red guy dies, we can worry about the rest of these. So take 2 on that one, Mr. Addy, and let's see how it works out. As soon as he starts attacking, I'll see a little flame up there. And although the gameplay has not been representative, normally green, you wouldn't do it on auto, but I'm trying to get all these attacks in. If we can get this bridge open, we get all of those goodies in there behind there. And I'm intentionally doing this so that the log shows all these attacks happened in the last hour, and were done according to intelligent attacks. And we got some more green guys that I want to get going into there. Kenny's got green. There's our flaming attack. And the communication after you complete this, Addy, is going to be if he didn't get beat, whether or not he's primed. If Araji is not primed, then you would report back to the communication place. You would say needs depriming or some type of information to let the next general be aware. Send in more green. Now you can see that his tank was charged, his was primed, and his Araji was primed. So now I'm going to take off the auto. I'm going to let him kill me, and hopefully he won't be able to reprime. Then I'm going to attack a second time straight away and should be able to get a couple of points. In the very most, yeah, he was completely primed again. You can see how that line works that he's using, right? He's got the blue to heal him, and he's got the red in the back to do the damage, and all of his boosts are for the red and the blue Super Titans. Until we get a tank line that's at 50, we're not going to be able to do much, nor will we be able to get points. That line is out of points, so this is when we grab those and we assign all of our little twerps to these guys. And he's at 23, and we don't have any twerps, so who's got 2? That's not an issue. Let's no, let's not do Kyle. Where did we end up with that? So I took off, and Addy still has an attack. He's at 35 and 30. He's not going to get there. There's a 45, but that's red versus blue. That's a bad mix. There's 45. There's 45 on the green versus blue. So I could possibly do Kyle again and remove the one, but Kyle doesn't have the elemental totem, right? Yeah, Kyle is totemless. So let's give Kyle whatever is their biggest guy back here. They're all twerps. So Kyle's gonna, shit, Kyle doesn't have any attacks. Oh, this isn't Kyle, that's why. Oh, I did that. I double dipped in the same account. What Eric ever end up doing? Oh, Eric cleared the bridge, didn't he? I don't know who we got to do still. Long story short, we got to be able to open the bridge to get the rest of the points. We have the twerps to cover the front positions as always. That's the last thing that we attack. And you can see why when you get to a place when you realize that the bridge is going to be virtually impossible to open, at least for today, you modify and adjust your... Fuck you. Sorry, the same window keeps opening up in different accounts, so I just got to do this one at a time. Who the fuck do I got left? Let's get back to fucking basics. Dickbag, come on, do what I want you to do, you slow-tarded computer. Oh, wrong one. God dang it. And for those tuning in and paying attention, what we're dealing with is what we call a store-bought speed bump. As you can see, people that spend thousands of dollars to build one tank rarely have enough players to go around. Hence, he's got no friends. He's just got a bunch of players that follow along because he's the big guy. But we're going to get this guy dead. Maybe not. He's not doing much of anything. I just want to get this kind of to a finished spot so I can turn off this stream. The whole thing was kind of cattywampus, so apologies to anybody who thought that this is going to be some kind of awesome presentation of functionality. As you can see, it is not. And at the same time, my computer and networking definitely slows down when trying to stream. But we're trying to get all the points we can. Over a week period, those will matter. In some of our guilds, silver and or bronze. Well, this really isn't helping me my situation any if I continue to pick logins that have already attacked. I haven't even finished my second cup of coffee yet. 2 attacks. 45. Let's drop the 20. Oh, did we already do this? We might have already done it, but we're going to do it again. Oh, got points. There's a winner there. I like that. Oh, yeah, we're getting this fucker open now, dude. That's what's up. Did Eddie go kill that dude? You should be able to get him now if you're still around. If you don't attack in the next 3 minutes, I'm sending somebody. Or maybe it's 1 minute. I have 1 attack. What do I got? I don't have shit for him. So nope. But I should have these guys. Maybe not. Nope. God dang it. Twerps are pretty worthless. Twerpless. So, Eddie, you should be able to kill that guy on the bridge now. There you go. Awesome sauce. Nope, he didn't get it. God damn it. Who do we got left? Oh, we still got... I thought that he was dead already. He still got his water totem. My bad. Chief. I'm sorry, Eddie. I thought that his water tank was dead. I only saw the 3 at first. Once there's only 2 titans, the totem won't work. You gotta have 3. No attacks. Doesn't help. Oh, well, duh. Got so busy playing other people's, I forgot about mine. Who else we got? We got Chief. Kyle still got an attack. And then the twerps. Twerps might be useful in there if we get this open. Would you fucking come on? Yeah, today, thanks. It'd be really awesome if he worked. We have 16 minutes. That's perfect. Maybe. Little thin. Granted, like I said, I had a surprise visitor. We would have started doing this directly at noon, which means since we've been streaming 1:43, it would be 1:45. I think we would still have time left. Come on. I think this is confirmation I need to invest in a better computer, or for sure. Oh, what the shit? God damn it. But Addie, you're still here. Did you learn anything? You got any questions while we're wrapping this down to a 2 hour whatever? We mentioned we were going to do questions and answers, but we didn't get to that because I'm a slacker and my friends are working and I'm playing almost everybody today. I was stoked when I did some snooping around in the web developing on Hero Wars Assistant to find that it should be possible. Now, you gonna die now, you sons of bitch? Would you fucking work? God. Ugh. Man, I'm ADD like water is wet, but that shit's gotta be bugging even normal people. Come on, retard, you fucking bag ass. We're red, so we're gonna go auto skip burn. Killed the tank. Auto skip burn. Got him down, got a few more points. At this point, we're kind of a lost cause unless we can get Kyle to do something in there. And again, this is why we save all of our attacks and we don't attack when we're not told to attack, because things like this happen and we need to reassign. And if we get the bridge open, we'll get a good amount of points for the week. We're a qualifying league, and this is a bronze league type of dick bag move. The goal for this guild, this Dictorate, what a perfect, or Directorate, I think Dictorate is more appropriate. Because we see this team again, that bridge is going down in 4 attacks, no problem. Everything else will be ours. Come on, retard. Did you learn anything, Addie? Did it help? Was it a waste of time? I'm just going to see. 228, 310. I'm trying to get his elemental skins, but screw it. I'm just going to do this. I need that for the green. I got blue for the red. 15 below. I'll only do a third of their 2/3 of damage, but maybe we'll get lucky. We did not get lucky. We lost our attack, and his Hyperion healed his little blue fucker. So these guys aren't going to do anything. They could mob these if we wanted. 29 versus 19,000. Not much chance for any of that. They were good placeholders, but I think Towley, that poor bastard, he spent like 2 hours leveling up just to get into the guild so we could fill that hole. So that's a wrap for today's boys and girls. We got close, but no cigar. How come? Because we didn't have enough tanks to get through this one prick bag of a a real world money roadblock. Why does this guy not matter? Because in the overall league standings, we're placed 44. We're going to get whatever points we got. We're going to get 8,000, almost 8,000 points. We kept them to 4,000 points. They're going to drop in the league rankings. They're not going to be probably much of a competition, and you just sidestep them. Whenever you can't beat the bridge, you get every point that you can, which is what we did to a certain extent without totally stressing ourselves in the last 10 minutes. In other situations, non-working situations, or possibly in other guilds when everyone's present and available to attack, everybody just mobs on the last minute. You communicate. If everyone has the ability to communicate amongst ourselves, everyone knows what's going on, and you got 15 players all in the guild war, all for 1 hour or less. That's the ideal situation. In the other guilds, if you happen to be paying attention, well, this is how you should be functioning, but you didn't listen to the general, so they all decided to convince me to start this other guild. And then we found Addy, or Addy found us. Okay, learned about Titan lines and what to change. Well, again, Addy, this isn't just at you. This is for everybody. I started doing this whole thing talking about the dungeon and the formulas. When your tank is twice your support, you're going to go further in the dungeon. You're going to go further in the guild wars. When you keep it all even, you're only going to get so far in the dungeon. First loss. Again? I don't know what that means, but okay. We didn't lose, bro. You lost. You lost your battle. We won the... You lost your attacks. We won the battle. The war lasts 5 weeks long. But yeah, in essence, that's the type of team you're going to find in the league there. And why don't we just pop in on our other chumps? We have a bronze guild and we have a qualifying guild. The qualifying guild might have done okay. They've got a few players that are doing well. I don't know why they won't private message me. Oh, there's Raz. Guildmaster Kaz is telling us we got to go to server 4 and server 40, guys. So we'll get onto that here shortly. Granted, I think those are at this time. So I have 5 minutes to take like 30 attacks in 2 different guilds. Boy, isn't this high-speed processing just exceptional. So here goes Mr. Ned. Nobody did anything. He's got way bigger tanks, and everybody's just chicken shit because the general didn't make any assignments. Let's see. Nice effort. Not glad I missed nothing to see. And that was our bronze guild. Let's go check in on the used to be bronze guild, now qualifying league. They have a few proactive players. They don't listen, but they take their attacks. Some of them reasonably intelligent. Most of them, like anybody else, 20, 30,000 above, completely waste their power just to win 2 attacks that a team half their size could have won. And when you do that, boys and girls, you're taking the attacks away from other teams. If you're a big team and you take a small team to attack, you have damaged your guild by 4 attacks because some schmuck, probably me, who doesn't have a very strong team but could be useful in the right situation, is made unuseful because you decided my opponents were easier to beat than your opponents. Somebody attacked that. They didn't figure out how to get past the bridge, and they have more than enough players to do so. They were just sitting around going, well, screw you then. We're going to pretend like we're better than you. Okay, you're better than me. But you lost the fucking guild war because you didn't take your attacks like you've been doing the whole time beforehand. So there's your attacks, losers. They spend 2 weeks being proactive and never doing as the generals or guild masters say. The guild masters and generals leave. All of a sudden, nobody wants to do a fucking thing. Well, that's why most of our guild is not in this league. Nice lack of effort, everyone. Oh, shit. Nice lack of effort, everyone. You have 5 minutes to complete GW attacks. Okay, so Addy, if you haven't gone ahead and bounced, you probably should go ahead and bounce. Nothing fancier. All good. Losing is easy when nobody attacks. And let's see if we can do this. Come on, you slow bastard. It's a fucking day bag. It's free scouting day, so I'm trying to get scouting reports on all these other guilds real quick before we wrap out. It's a fucking day, bastards. Fuck. And to think I used to play on a slower laptop. I actually gave it to Randy because I spilled iced tea on the keyboard. Oh, I'm trying to do this. Scout. 30 seconds left. So the cool part usually is that this will enable us to view on our defense. No, see, it's not doing it the way it was doing it, and I don't know why. I need to figure this shit out because it doesn't make any sense. Sometimes it'll, if you do the scouting report, maybe they never attacked. Did they never attack either? No, they got 960 points. They totally fucking annihilated us. They just missed those two. And in the log, we look at one piece. We look at defense. 2300, 2304, 2307, 2310, 2314, 15, 17, 18. First wave complete. 24, 04, 05, 24, 05, 42 minutes, 1 hour. Essentially, second wave attack in the first 2 hours. Third cleanup attack, last two attackers available at 3 and at 5. So one piece is where the opponent free. We'll see. This is what we'd call a debriefing. Now here you can see it filled it in the way I was saying. So here you can see the assignments that I set. That's cool. I didn't know that it did that. So I can set the assignments in the game and it will show up in the spreadsheet. So that's cool. I've been doing it backwards, but I'm dyslexic. It makes sense. And here you can see who attacked and what the results were. So a general can go over this. You can see the assignments. You can see who attacked what. So White Tracks, without assignment, decided he could do that, and he failed. Right? And then Silky Johnson came in and cleaned up. TD went ahead, and it looks like... no, that's an assignment. Oh, Chuckmate attacked, but Chuckmate sent me a message saying he had an appointment. So he did the best he could. So good job, Chuckmate. That's the way you do it. And Silky Johnson. So in that guild, White Tracks, Silky Johnson, and Chuckmate, those are the 3 out of 30 fucking players that pay any attention. You wonder why we're a little frustrated sometimes. Looking at Dick Torrett. Again, I need this to be different because it takes too much time to modify. Now that I'm aware I can just make assignments, then look at that and see how they line up. I like that. I'll probably start doing that. Unfortunately, those functions only work during Guild Wars, so I have to do it within the 12-hour window. Or, yeah, is it 12 or is it 11? Because 1 hour is locked. So, yeah, anyway, that's 2 hours and 1 minute of trying to make Guild Wars work. What works, what doesn't, and why. So let's do a little sneaky background music. So special thanks to Hero Wars Assistant for making this easier. And where's my page? There it is. Come on. No, not that one. The one that I can't see. Fucking dumbass. OBS. There we go. So for Tegrity Farms Guild, for No Time for Love, Dr. Jones. No Time for Love, Dr. Jones. And all of our cross-server guilds. Hope this not-so-brief Guild Wars live stream could give you a little clue into the functions of how a guild is supposed to work and how it fails when it doesn't function. So, peace.